fly ball right field, looking on up, say goodbye, and that's a response that you like to see. Simon Kudernach gives the Hawks their one-run lead at 3-2.
This is the Hawks Vision Weekly Update.
Hello everyone, I'm Keith Arsenault with your HartfordHawks.com Hawks Vision Weekly Update. I'm out here on Untitled Field where Hartford baseball hosted Albany to open up America East Conference play last weekend. The Hawks dropped a pair of one-run ball games to the Great Danes on Saturday, but they recovered for a win on Sunday. Let's take a look at those highlights.
We pick up the action bottom of the second, Hawks down 1-0, and Brian Hunter sending a shot over the head of the left fielder. Simon Kudernach was at second base, had to hold up, wasn't sure if it would get caught, but the hard slide into home, and he puts the Hawks on the board. Brian Hunter moved over to third base, which is a good thing because the next batter, Andy Drexel, fly ball to right center field, and tagging up would-be Hunter to give the Hawks their first lead 2-1. The Great Danes, though, would not go quietly. They tied things up, but bottom four, Simon Kudernach, you saw it in the open, home run to right field, his third of the year, and that put the Hawks up 3-2. The Hawks would score again before the inning was out to take a 4-2 lead. Moving on to the bottom of the fourth, Hawks in the lead 4-3 when Andy Drexel hits a two-out single with the bases loaded. He gets in a pickle on purpose here to get as many runs in as possible. 2 runs would cross the plate, and the Hawks took a 6-4 lead, and that was plenty for starter Sean Newcomb. He went 5 2/3, striking out 6. He did walk 9, but the offense had his back. End of the day, he hands the ball over to Brian Hunter. Hunter getting the K here, 3 1/3 for Hunter in the extended save as the Hawks go on to win this one 6-4 and salvage a game against the Great Danes. The Hawks lost the series 2-1 but did pick up that conference win. They continue conference play this weekend on the road at Maine for a 3-game set, and they host Iona earlier in the week at Untitled Field. On to Al-Marzook Field, where the lacrosse team was hosting the Great Danes as well. Garrett Dollard with the spin move here. He finds Jared Franzi, who fires for the goal. That tied the game at 9 in the fourth quarter. A little comeback for the Hawks. Albany would score again to go up 10-9, but Rory Nunamaker here from Carter Bender. That ties the game at 10. On the ensuing faceoff, Tate Clydonis fighting for that ball, picks up the ground ball and moves to his left. He finds Ty Schultz to get the offense going. Schultz looks like he's going to slow it down, but finds a seam right down the middle. Nice move, and that gives the Hawks an 11-10 lead late in the game, but the Hawks could not hold on to this one. Matt McKenzie with the ground ball finds the back of the net to send this game into overtime, where Ty Thompson in front of the net nets the game winner for a 12-11 Albany win. The Hawks look to get back on track at home against Binghamton next Saturday night. Hartford softball also looking to right the ship. They dropped a doubleheader at Iona early in the week and then got swept by the Great Danes on the weekend at home. They have 3 doubleheaders this week. They're at home against Fairfield on Tuesday before going on the road to Holy Cross and hosting Manhattan on Sunday afternoon. A positive result for men's golf. They came in second at the New England Division I Championship, while senior Matt Smith won the individual title by 2 strokes. And men's tennis picked up its first win of the spring over Merrimack at home 5-2. Busy week ahead for the men. They host Marist before going on the road to take on Holy Cross and Boston U later in the week. The women are at UConn on Saturday afternoon, and both teams host St. Francis on Sunday morning. Hitting the track, the women finished 3rd at the AIC Invitational with a couple of wins by Nicole Adams in the long jump and Tiffany Harrison in the 400-meter dash. Both the men and the women's track and field teams are back in action at UMass for the Massachusetts Invitational on Saturday afternoon.
Well, that'll do it for this edition of Hawks Vision. Don't forget, fans, that you can get live broadcasts of Hartford baseball, softball, and lacrosse this week on Hartford All Access. Check HartfordHawks.com for game times and more information on how you can get Hartford All Access. For HartfordHawks.com, I'm Keith Arsenault. Have a great week.